Trump's voice.
The coronavirus. It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
1 year later, it hasn't disappeared, and Trump sends the most craziest letter to the internet saying that, remember me, I used to do it for the music. Like, what is Trump sending that weird ass letter? You see that letter he sent about, like, but pretty much it's 1 year later, and like,
I see anything Trump related, and I'm like, next.
Yeah. So meanwhile, this is almost like this is feeling like a real disaster movie at this point. Pretty much. Remember that UK variant we talked about in Black Power Magic Hour? We actually showed like clips of people actually caring about each other, going door to door, knocking, giving each other like no swabs, stuff like that.
And the swabs didn't like go in their butt or nothing, right?
Yeah, that's what they did in China allegedly. That's what I heard. And people get upset
allegedly
about it. Digging in your butt for that vaccine. So like, so pretty much. The vaccine, what's going on here? The vaccine is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Please be patient. Rest underneath your blankets. It was nice outside in New York City if you went out for a walk for a little bit. But meanwhile, they're starting to relax all of the crazy restrictions. Some states are relaxing too much. They just like wear a mask and go in the bar and the club at this point tomorrow night. And some
of them are saying don't wear a mask at all. Several states are saying no regulations whatsoever.
Yeah, some states is wear those shoes and keep your toenails real long. That's the law now in Mississippi. So so pretty much we talked about this variant UK version. And actually they said it was less lethal, it was not lethal, whatever. Now they're saying it's even more lethal. In fact, it's more first, they didn't say it was lethal. They said it was more communicative. It was going to spread faster than the original coronavirus. Then they say it was less. It was said it was less lethal. Now they're saying it's more lethal than the original coronavirus, and it spreads more. So, so it spreads so much that it's going to actually replace the original coronavirus. At this point, in the United States, we almost have 3,000 cases of the strain that's been identified.
So basically, it's Agent Smith in Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah, it's my world, my world. He's flying through the air with strings.
He was like, upgrades.
People are so hyped for Matrix 4. So pretty much, and everyone's
feels like
worried.
We're living in the Matrix.
We are, man. We're literally in our homes, being our information is being sucked by some source of algorithms and stuff. But what's happening with this? At first, everyone said the Johnson & Johnson shot was kind of like the ghetto shot. You get, it was kind of like
60-something%.
Yeah, it was like the Android phone. You get.
Oh wow! Why?
$69.99 for like $30 a month for like 300 texts. That's what the Johnson & Johnson kind of shot was. But at the same time, what made the shot effective that it actually was tested on the variants in the UK and South Africa. So already had experience. The scientists dealing with the vaccine already had experience with the newer variants. So we already seen proven to be effective already. They didn't know about the newer ones, which was the fly kind of, fly ones. You go to like
and the J&J shot is only supposed to be one. You don't need a booster shot for that, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be that one shot deal and you go out. It's kind of like the phone you unpack at 7-Eleven. It's that type of vibe.
You got a burner phone?
That's what the Johnson & Johnson.
The cops see you with that phone, they immediately arrest you. We know you're dealing drugs. You got a burner phone.
That's what the Johnson & Johnson.
The Johnson & Johnson. Yo, you got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. We know you're dealing drugs. So.
The Pfizer's kind of like it's like it's like the getting like a Cadillac.
Yeah, because the word has a letter that you don't pronounce, so it's got to be higher grade, right? It's gotta be better.
But now they're actually proving that the Pfizer actually is pretty good with the UK. It's actually really good. Actually knocks out asymptomatic symptoms and symptomatic symptoms. That's pretty fly, allegedly, with the Pfizer. So that's if you can get it. That's if they don't ask for a WT form.
You just said it knocks out asymptomatic symptoms. Asymptomatic means that you don't have any symptoms.
No, actually, I think I saw something that said it knocked out kind of like the asymptomatic. Like you can't, even if you're asymptomatic, you can't spread it. I think you can't
Oh,
spread it.
because that. Oh, so they're talking about
Yeah.
actually like preventing the spread of the virus. Itself. That's different.
Yeah, I think so. Go over real quick. Let's see some new information here. Okay, prevent asymptomatic infection. That's what they could pretty much do.
Oh, so I guess it'll keep the viral load so low that it can't. You're not going to be like just producing a bunch of viruses and not showing any symptoms. It'll just shut down the production of the virus.
Yeah, but yeah. So, and that's a new update. That's data coming from Israel, which is a whole nother story. In Israel, they're not even giving any vaccine to. Oh, wait, that's the wrong tab. Let me switch over, you guys, and check this out. So this is a report about what I said. Pretty much, it could prevent asymptomatic infection. So this is all.
You're just talking about preventing infection. Period.
Yeah.
Unless the other way that it could mean is it'll make sure that if you do get infected, that it's going to fuck you up.
It's a double red.
So you're going to know you got it, and then you can know to stay away from people, because that is part of the virus's way of proliferation. Proliferation. That is like one of its strategies. Is if your immune system never has a response to it and is able to just make more of itself, then it's going to transmit much easier. Yeah. But if you can, in a way, you could say if you at least get a mild illness that causes you to have to go and get tested to see if you got it, in some ways that might be better. It's kind of morbid to say it that way, but it kind of does make sense.
No, in a morbid way. When we talked about way back on the Black Power Magic Hour, if it was like a virus that made you throw up like black bile out your mouth and like your eyes bled out, then people would be like, okay, I'm gonna go wear a mask. Yeah, but I'm gonna go wear a mask now. If you wear a mask, that will stop happening. It won't happen to you. People.
I think, and that's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why people don't really respect what we're going through right now, because Ebola was actually stopped. Ebola could have killed all of us. Yeah. But when you see people, got blood coming from all over the place, and it got like these fucking lesions on your body that's like, just darkened, discolored, and then they burst and all of that.
Yeah.
Like, it offended people's sensibilities. It offended their senses enough to be like, yo, we're not fucking with that.
Yeah.
And they had one guy come into Texas and they quarantined the shit out of that one guy. But when you're talking about a virus that you can't see, and it looks like the flu, then like people start not taking it seriously. And another thing that we need to bring up when it comes to the Rona, I believe that there was an article that was released yesterday, the day before, that said that more than 70% of COVID-19 deaths were suffered by those who were overweight and or obese.
Yeah.
So, people know that I do, the personal training thing for a living. So, personal trainers have this reputation for just caring about what you look like. I firmly believe that my version of body positivity is doing positive things for your body. Take care of your body. Take care of your health. In this push to get rid of standards where we're now calling unhealthy stuff healthy.
No, we've always done that. Like cigarettes were.
Literally
had a whole culture where cigarettes was awesome. You can ride your bike while smoking a cigarette.
In fact, did you know that they sold cigarettes to women? Do you know how they sold cigarettes to women?
It's norm in the United States. It's not. The healthy culture is actually the new phenomenon. That's the newest thing. That's like
Yeah.
So.
But do you know how they sold cigarettes to women?
Yeah.
They told them that they could lose weight.
Oh yeah! Wow! Yeah.
They told them that they could lose weight if they smoked this particular brand of cigarettes.
Yeah, because it pretty much neutralizes your appetite. you know. So
Yeah, but that's really fucked up. Like it neutralizes your lungs. You know how much weight you can lose if you take your lungs out of your body when you become a cadaver? Yeah, you could lose a lot of weight that way. But the point is that, you know, just eating whatever and not moving around and all that other stuff is not helping you. It's not healthy. Don't let it fool you, because when the virus hits you,
exactly.
the virus doesn't care.
Don't get fooled when you see a commercial and LeBron James is eating KFC. That makes no sense.
Please don't do that.
They always do that bullshit. They have like a super duper athlete, you know, like the most highest athlete at McDonald's. Like they know they're
all of them have McDonald's contracts. Why? Oh, and guess so McDonald's will pay. All right, so okay.
But
okay. So LeBron James gets paid by the Lakers to play basketball, right? McDonald's is also paying LeBron James to play basketball, but they won't pay their own employees. I'm sorry, I'm going to keep bringing it back. Dash and bash during the virus segment.
Yeah, so I'm
going to keep bringing it back to that shit.
Yeah, so that's the virus. That's the virus segment. Stay healthy as much as you can. You know, please, even though all the laws are being wacky right now, they're saying open up, close up, open up. Just do what you're doing. That's kept you from not getting the coronavirus in the first place.
Yeah, please don't let the government tell you what's safe. Listen to the goddamn CDC.
Yeah. So for now, until the CDC tells you,
because when the zombie virus comes, and y'all don't listen to the CDC, y'all gonna end up food.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, the virus segment, the zombie apocalypse would just be people handing their kids the virus. So that's the virus segment. Follow us on Black Power Magic Hour on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. And act.tv has over 47,000 subscribers. And .tv Genius, he's live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And that's the virus segment.